true, there are a lot of beautiful fish caught in this episode of Raptor Adventures. But hey, I don't want to get too far ahead of ourselves, because before we get to the fishing, we first need to get there. From the East Coast out to the West Coast, here's what it looks like as you fly in over Portland, Oregon toward the airport, and you see Mount Hood out of your jet window. Hi everybody, welcome to our adventure in the Pacific Northwest on the slopes of Mount Hood. And if you look closely, you can see the volcano Mount Hood right there in the background. Yeah, so this is the first time in 4 days that I've seen Mount Hood. I came here to ski because I'm trying to ski at least one day every month for a solid 12 months in a row. I've been wanting to do that since I'm a teenager, and I'm not a teenager anymore, so I'm hoping to get it done. It's been in the midst of a storm for the past 4 days. You couldn't even see it this morning. It was sleeting and snowing up there. But now it came out. It's supposed to be nice the next 2 days, so look out tomorrow morning. I hope I can get some ski runs in. Meanwhile, of course, I didn't waste any time. I'm here at this beautiful lake. It's called Trillium Lake, and I'm going to spend some time here in the afternoons. So you couldn't get a more idyllic place. This beautiful lake with trout and other fish, and the volcano Mount Hood up there in the background, and ski on that in the morning, eat some good hearty meals. Take a look at this gorgeous lake. Yeah, it's very, very nice. Okay, so that's the deal. Let's get the adventure going with more fish though. There we go, first trout out of Trillium Lake. Beautiful rainbow. Let's bring it up, let it go. It's about 5:30 in the evening, and as you can see, the clouds have now departed, and we have a tremendous view of Mount Hood. It is absolutely spectacular. If you look closely, you can see the Timberline Lodge where I'm staying up there, just at the tree line. But that takes a pretty good eye to recognize. But oh my gosh, what a spectacular mountain this is. Okay, I'm going to take you through a little bit of the forest off the highway that leads up to Mount Hood. I'm going to show you where I was fishing just a bit ago. Right down there is Trillium Lake. Isn't that amazing? And if we look off in the distance, we see yet another volcano. And that volcano is right here. And this is Mount Jefferson. When you're in this area, you can see Mount Jefferson. If you're on Mount Hood, you can see Mount Hood, of course. You can look over towards Washington State and see Mount St. Helens and Mount Rainier and Mount Baker, I think, maybe even Mount Adams. It's just amazing. All right, so there you have a little taste of the beauty of the Pacific Northwest. As far as I'm concerned, boy, am I tired from casting. I need to go to the Timberline Lodge's giant hot tub. Well, the next morning, June 11th, 2026, was absolutely gorgeous. You're seeing me now in the afternoon. I went to Trillium Lake and rented a kayak to do some fishing. And right now I'm trolling around looking for some spots. And I'll show you a catch, and then I'm going to take you up on the mountain and take you down on a ski run, because that's what I did in the morning. This was like the ideal trip. Morning skiing, afternoon fishing. What a place. Okay, I'm on here. Yeah. I think it's a trout. Yes. Sweet. Look at that. Mount Hood in the background. This is pretty good stuff right here.
Catch.
Thank you.
Did they just drop some today?
Yes, they did.
Yeah, right?
Yep. Okay. There he is. a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful rainbow trout. Yes, sir. We're gonna let you go. Oh, yeah. Let somebody else keep them. Okay, that's the way the afternoon went. Let me show you a little bit of the morning. I'm going to take you up to the very top of where the lifts service skiers, up on the glacier of Mount Hood. This is the Palmer Glacier. People come from all over the world in summertime here to train for ski racing. Sure, we're on the glacier, looking north. Now we're looking east. Now we're looking south. In the distance there, you can see another volcano, Mount Jefferson, and then some of the Three Sisters volcanoes behind that. A little bit further south out of you is Mount Bachelor. Conditions this morning on the glacier are pretty stiff. I won't say ice, but they're pretty stiff. So let's go down and see if we can find you a good spot to take you through, maybe a lava trough. Okay, so I've come down a pretty fair section of the glacier, and I have a choice. I can ski the groomed path where I know where it goes, or I can ski one of these lava troughs here and not be quite sure where it comes out. I'm hoping like maybe pick this one, even though it's not groomed, and then pop out onto the slope. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, so far so good. Oh, a little stiff. Oh, yes. Okay, now, oh, psyched. Whoa, couple of rocks there. Some rocks here. Okay. Well, you know, rental skis. So we'll just do this. That's right. And hope that I can rejoin the main slope in a bit. All right, let's go. Yeah. Where the heck am I? Oh, I see the main slope. All right, I'm doing good. Okay, that's quite enough of that. Go back over. Okay, that's my silliness for the day. And yes, I'm breathing hard. So what? Look, straight ahead, a man taking a leak. Okay, looking back through the lava troughs we just came back through, and up there at the summit, it's just amazing. Uller Bluebird is with me today, and so is the Mount Folk roaming gnome. See, in my own magical bubble of life, these characters all come to life when I'm out here. All right, so I took you through the gnarly part. Let's do the more civilized stuff. It's a little bit softer down here. Up top it is East Coast skiing personified. Take you through a quick run down here to the list. Oh, this is beautiful. As long as these people don't get in my way. I'm gonna have to go around and we'll go way out and around and hope they don't shoot over here. Nice. Let's carve some quick turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh. Oh. Scrub the speed. Here we go. Okay. That guy wasn't sure what he was going to do. Okay, so I decided to opt to go all the way down and then hike across. Little hike won't hurt me. Again, started at the top. We took you through a lava trough, coming down through here, took a left turn. Straight ahead of us is Timberline Lodge, and if you didn't watch yesterday's video, over there is Trillium Lake. I got some excellent trout fishing done on a kayak there for an episode of RAPTR Adventures. Out there in the distance, Mount Jefferson, and then you can see 1, 2, just a little peek of the Three Sisters, and beyond that, as I said earlier, Mount Bachelor. Now we're going to ski in a wider trough here. This is also pushed out by lava and glaciers, and as I go down through, notice that there's lateral or side moraines, or basically side edges, where the glaciers just pushed and plowed through. So let's go. Let's hit it. This is for all my ski buddies, taking a run for Bob here, and every Gary I know, which is a lot. Some good ones. Renee. So many good friends through skiing and fishing and cycling through the years. Look at this, man. It's wide open. Should we carve some fast GS turns? Okay, let's pick up some speed. Whoa. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, now we're going to scrub the speed, get into some short radius swing turns. The snow here is gorgeous. See what I mean here about the side? I'm looking right at one right here. Look at how that glacier and lava pushed through there. This is a long run. So right now, we are literally skiing in one of the lava and glacier troughs on the south side of Mount Hood. There are many of them, and in season, you can take your pick. It's like a wonderland here, which makes this unique among all the volcanoes I think you can ski in the Pacific Northwest. And down here, I'm going to get to a terminating point where the snow just stops, and from there I have to hike over to the lift. It's about 200 yards, 2 football fields. From where I'm going to stop, it's about 100 yards to the very famous Timberline Lodge. In season, you can ski way past the lodge, and as a matter of fact, if you're a hardy soul, there's one trail that you can use to ski all the way down the valley of the volcano into the little town called Government Camp. Well, that was a town that dates all the way back to when the West was being settled by Easterners, and it's right on the Oregon Trail. So it's extremely historic and famous here. Oh, this is sweet. So as you can see now, it's getting narrower. So this means we want to check our speed. And I see a barrier up. That means it's going to end. Narrower and slushier. So dump your speed where you can. And it looks like we're going to stop right up here. And that, my friends, is the end for this run. That's about a 200-yard hike over to the lift from where I started. So I'll take a rest and then go ahead and do that. Thanks for being with me. So there was a little bit of my morning skiing the Palmer Glacier on Mount Hood, and then I came down and went to Trillium Lake on the kayak, and here's the fishing. I do have a fish on. There it is. Sweet. I've been getting hits in here, and I want to show you again what I said. This little silver lure, this little silver tiny hot shot has never left me down. Okay, beautiful, beautiful rainbow trout here. Okay, buddy, we're not going to keep you out too long. We're going to go ahead and let you go. Thank you. Okay, you ready? Here we go. I'll let you hear. Goodbye. And off he went like a champ. This one turned the boat around. That's what I'm talking about right there. Ooh, that's a nicer one. At this point, I found a good spot, so I just started trolling in circles, big old circles, and the results were great. Oh man, sweet. So these are all about the same size. And so I'm thinking that these are the stock trout. Boy, are they feisty. Hey, hey, hey. Okay. It is Trillium Lake rainbow trout. Huh? Yes, nice. And off you go. I'm not keeping them. I lost track of how many fish I caught right now. It's good. It's a good day.
What are you using?
This little silver hot shot, the smallest they make. It's the really great trolling lure for trout. Some old guys taught me that. Like, I am an old guy, but old guys even older than me taught me that. Those people saw me catching fish and they wanted to know what I was using, and I don't mind sharing that information. So that's what I was using, the Lure Jensen Hot Shot Silver Color. Just a few minutes of trolling later, had another fish on. Give you that view of the beauty of this fish with Mount Hood fading off there. Great, and off you go. Along about that time, I heard the unmistakable call of an American bald eagle, and sure enough, I looked up and there it was. Amazing to see this. I've lost track now of the number of fish I've caught with this little hotshot silver lure. I should maybe keep this as my tournament secret. Too late now. This one's way out there. Ooh, this is a feisty fish. Oh, it's a bigger fish. I don't have a net. Oh, oh. Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's a nice one. Wow. Look at that, instant release. Here you go. Isn't that a beaut? Look at that. Wow. Hey, we're gonna let it go. Oh, okay. Second time's a charm. Let's let you go. I didn't show you all the fish I caught here, of course, but my main camera ran out of power, so I switched to my eyeglasses camera, and this was one of the nice ones out in the middle of the lake. Biggest one of the day on this lake. So you get the sunglasses view. Oh, gosh, is this beautiful. You see him there? Oh, man. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Wow. Bring him in. Oh, my goodness. Wow. I mean, yes. Wow. Let me... This is what I've been trolling with the whole time here, catching fish after fish after fish and letting them go because I'm not eating fish tonight. So we want to get this guy back in the water right away. But wow. Thank you, fish. Let's get you out of here. And there he goes. And away he went. Swam right off the bow of the boat. Boy, is this exciting. Okay, as promised, I want to show you this rod because I've taken these on lots of trips. I think I mentioned earlier that I've got 3 of these. I've bought them for friends, and everybody seems to like them. I've fished with them in saltwater, freshwater. As long as you keep them clean, they work really well. So let's try to pronounce this. ChipteeAMZ. Okay, Got it on Amazon. Again, I'm not endorsing anything. It's not a product endorsement. I bought this. So it all breaks down in this nice little case. You can see the case is about 15 inches long. It's on the back of the car here. And then you can take the handle off the reel and push it down. One of my outfits of this is at the bottom of a dock in Marathon Key, swimming with the tarpon. Got yanked right out of my hand by a big old fish. I wasn't ready for it, but that's the way it goes. Now, before we go any further, I want to tell you about where I stayed, the Timberline Lodge. There it is. It's an iconic lodge up on Mount Hood. It was built as a WPA project to put people back to work during what was known as the Great Depression. And it is an iconic hotel in that it's been used in several different movies. Probably most notably, it was used as an exterior shot for the movie The Shining. So if you go back and look at The Shining and you look closely, you'll see some shots of the Timberline Lodge. The lodge was built and it is magnificent. The big beams of timber and the huge stones is just something special to stay in there. And that's where I lived for 5 days. And it was dedicated in 1937 by President Franklin Delano Roosevelt. And in their little museum, they have the actual recording of when President Roosevelt had dedicated this lodge. And so let's play that for you right now.
Timberline Lodge, Mount Hood National Forest, dedicated September 28, 1937, by the President of the United States, as a monument to the skill and faithful performance of workers on the rolls of the Works Progress Administration. Here to Mount Hood will come thousands and thousands of visitors in the coming years. Those who follow us to Timberline Lodge on their holidays and vacations will represent the enjoyment of new opportunities for play in every season of the year. So I take very great pleasure in dedicating this new adjunct not only of national prosperity, but also as a place for generations of Americans to come, in the days to come.
From high up on Mount Hood, the President of the United States has dedicated Timberline Lodge, $1 million recreation spot in the Mount Hood National Forest. The United States Forest Service and the Works Progress Administration have combined their most sincere efforts and ingenuity, the result being a superstructure as modern as a clipper ship, and yet one that belongs to the age of our pioneer fathers. This concludes the broadcast from Timberline Lodge, Oregon. This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
The next morning, I skied on the Palmer Glacier on Mount Hood again, and then as I was leaving, I wanted to visit the Rainbow Trout Farm, and it did not disappoint. I threw that silver hotshot lure a couple times and noticed that small fish were chasing it, so I decided to change things up and throw a big old Yozori stick minnow to see if I could get a lunker. There it is. There's a lunker. That's what we came for right there. Sweet. I put a big white Yozori lure on there. So, the little fish wouldn't get it. Right there, that's gonna make a heck of a meal. Look at it. Not ready. That's gotta be a 28-incher. Taking out drag. Come on, your supper. So I just came from up there, Pond 6. This place has several beautiful ponds. There's the pond we're looking at here, and then there's a pond down below it. As you can see, it's family owned and operated. I had my fish cleaned by the mother of the operation. The woman in charge was the mother, and we talked and she cleaned my fish and I cooked it up. And here's a photo of that beautiful fish. And it was caught on the bigger white lure here, the Yozori walleye minnow deep diver. My grandkids and I ate some of that trout as sushi, and the rest I prepared like this. Well, what do you think? That's Sicilian style, so it's got green olives, Kalamata olives, onions, garlic, parsley, all kinds of herbs, salt, pepper. What did I forget? Got a lot of stuff in there. Anyway. Gonna be good. Now my grandkids like macaroni and cheese, so I served the fish with macaroni and cheese and some tabbouleh. And as we're getting toward the end of this episode, I just want to do a little recap here. And the recap is, if you ever have an opportunity and a desire to go to the Mount Hood National Park and fish from shore or a kayak on Trillium Lake for beautiful rainbow trout, absolutely go ahead and do it. This particular adventure gets my 5-star rating. That's the best you can possibly do in my book. Fishing during the day, in the afternoon, relaxing at night, having some delicious food at the Timberline Lodge, or perhaps at the Town of Government Camp, or Zigzag, or Rhododendron. There are plenty of opportunities. And then waking up in the morning and go ahead and ski on the glacier if you like to ski. And if you don't like to ski, that's all right too, because a lot of people just come there to just ride the chairlift. You can actually buy a chairlift ticket and go up the lift and then come back down without the skis. Now me, I prefer the skis. This is my bag. Anyway, 5 stars for this area, the Mount Hood National Park.
Getting narrower now. Getting narrower. Makes the turns. Now you're gonna work a little harder, but I can see we're almost there. Oh, is it sloppy? Okay. All right. Yep. Here we are on the brown snow. And I have reached the end.
Well, that's going to wrap it up for another Raptor Adventures episode. I'm your host and producer, Dave Kline. I hope you enjoyed this one. Filming on the flanks of Oregon's Mount Hood and down here at Trillium Lake, where the fish catching is great. Pretty good day, I think, as far as what I like to do. Skiing in the morning up on a glacier, fishing in the afternoon. I think the only other place I've ever done that was in New Zealand on the South Island when we took a ski trip there in August years and years ago. So tell some friends about our show. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're so inclined. And I appreciate you being here. I'll see you next time around.